morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Waking Up with Soop and Sugah. You guys are tuning into episode 80. Today is January 9th. It is 2018. Happy New Year to my co-hosts here.
Same to you.
Yeah, of course, the one I'm most jealous of, I think, DJJ Gao. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good.
He got that fucking Alexa ghost for Christmas.
I did.
Yes.
I did.
You didn't tell me.
I did. I just need to go get the Echo thing to hook it up, and then Ghost and Google will be able to talk to each other.
Damn, because he already had
about a
Google.
Oh, so you haven't set it up yet?
No.
No, I need to go get the Echo thing, but I've had some other finances that I had to take care of before I can indulge in any kind of fun stuff.
But he got the ghost.
Word.
That's
But
what I'm
he
saying.
has
Like
Alexa.
that was like a limited.
So soon we will hear,
yeah.
"Hey Alexa."
Yeah, and then the
It's
ghost
funny.
will talk back.
Who's in orbit right
it's going to
now?
be Hey Ghost. It's not going to be Hey Alexa. It's going to be Hey Ghost.
Hey ghost.
Okay.
Hey
Yeah.
ghost.
Hey Ghost.
It'll be, and it's the voice.
It's a
the
Beatles
voice
song, wasn't
of
it?
Ghost.
Yeah.
No, that's Hey Jude.
That's
Hey
awesome.
Jude.
Hey Ghost,
Yeah.
who's in orbit?
Um.
But then when you want to do non-Destiny stuff, then do you talk to Alexa, or is it still your Ghost? Like, "Hey Ghost, I want to make a shopping list," or is it, "Hey Alexa, I want
Or,
to make a shopping
no, I'll be like, Hey Ghost, play some Metallica.
Hey
Okay.
ghost. What's the weather?
And it's
Hey-
funny.
hey, Ghost.
Every time
Hey,
I
Ghost,
turn
tell
my
me a joke.
it scared Trish when she turned on the TV for the first time because it's hooked up through the TV and the USB port.
Okay.
And it scared her because it makes a noise like it's hovering. It went and it scared her.
Ooh.
She's like, "What was there?"
There's aliens in my
Yeah.
house.
Ghost, man.
So, besides DJ, my other two co-hosts with me, there's definitely life on this planet. That's my good friend Saturn. How are you?
Hey, good, man. What's up?
Oh, not much. Just waiting on that, right on that Plattsburgh album to drop.
Yep. Free demo coming soon.
Free
I'm
demo.
teaming up with a local rapper called Antoine Levy.
Yeah. So, that's how many tracks?
There should be 8.
8 tracks. Cool. All right. Well, I'm looking
And it's
forward.
very old school sounding, like old school hip hop.
Yeah. So definitely looking forward to that one. And the little lady, last but not least, the little lady who got to see The Last Jedi with me over the weekend. It's Sugah Tits.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I'm okay. So
Did you guys just meet now?
Yeah, really. Like you didn't know he was doing okay.
That's how I talk. I talk to him like that all the time, though. Literally, I talk to him like that all the time.
So guys, let's get started with just video game news. So let's hop into our first segment and just go right into that one because we want to get the ball rolling here, semi-quick. But before we do that, just quick roundtable of Christmas gifts because we got Gao got a ghost. Saturn, what was your most beloved Christmas gift?
Oh, man. My father-in-law bought me a 5-string bass.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's way better than Ghost.
Yeah, well, to me, yeah, that's for sure.
But still,
That's
that is a
awesome.
very nice gift. He knew exactly what you needed.
Yeah, absolutely. It was awesome. And, well, I'm probably
And
going
I'm
to
just
record
kidding. Ghost was
an
awesome.
album for
That's
him
awesome.
sometime soon.
Yeah, that's
A 5-stringer.
awesome.
We'll be pumping out some corn in no time.
Shug, what was your best Xmas gift?
I would say... It's a toss-up between two.
Oh, 2. Everyone else got to pick one, but the woman's
So
like...
I'm only going to say one. I'm only going to say one. I'm going to go one. It would have been the entire second volume of the Firefly comic series that's going on. It's the Serenity comic series
Oh, cool.
that they've expanded. Yeah. And so, it's like the whole second, it was from Soupy Soup. Soupy Soup got it for me. I had read like the whole first one and I was behind on the second one. So, yeah.
Very nice.
Yes.
I thought it was going to be the blanket you got from your mom, but that's cool.
What do you mean we got that?
Yeah, it was all right.
She did a combo.
Good thing she doesn't watch this show.
I got...
Couples got one gift. Single people all got their own gift. That's kind of how she did it.
So, I opened up this black little box, and I got me a receipt for a copy of Monster Hunter. So when that comes out, January 26th, Sugah got me Monster Hunter.
Cool.
So there you go. She has approved, and I can now spend hours on it without feeling guilty at all. Babe, I'm enjoying my Christmas gift.
That's awesome.
Just the thought of it.
So yeah, that'd be great. Guys, yeah, let's dive into video game news here, and let's start with just a whole bunch of fucking DLCs that we got for free. And I don't know if you played any of these, Gao. I know you've been horribly busy, but did you play any of the Resident Evil ones?
What do you mean Resident Evil 1?
Yeah, we got for Resident Evil 7, we got Not a Hero.
Oh no, Kyle has my game.
Oh, okay. And then we also got End of Zoe. So I got to play both of those over the holiday break.
And
oh, the story is pretty good for End of Zoe. Like I was expecting Not a Hero to be better than End of Zoe, because End of Zoe was something that I felt like it was just thrown on last minute, whereas Not a Hero, we learned that we were going to get it at the end of the game. But definitely the story is way better for End of Zoe. You get to meet a new family member that hadn't previously been seen.
oh, cool.
And then he tries to save Zoe, and here's the kick. All right, you get to play this character, and here's what changes everything. And I'm glad I played Not a Hero before playing this, because after not playing the game for a while, playing Not a Hero, I got back into the mechanics, the guns, and whatnot. But when you play End of Zoe, you literally play with your fists. Like, the guy doesn't have guns or knives or anything. He literally, like, punches the shit out of, like, the infected.
Fist.
That's cool.
Yeah, and he can pick up sticks and scrap metal, and then he makes spears. But the only thing you really need your spears for are the gators in the water. So dude, it was really fucking fun. The boss was pretty cool throughout, and then there's a little bit of plot twist there at the end, and I liked it. But I'm gonna let you play End of Zoe, and I'm gonna let you, because that was cool for me. Like playing that.
Yeah, I gotta get my game back.
Yeah. And then Not a Hero dealt with Lucas, because Lucas was free, right, at the end of the game. So you really got to see that conclusion, which for me was very satisfying, because that was a question. I'm glad I got it for free. I'm glad I didn't have to pay to find out what happened to Lucas.
Right.
To be completely honest, they could have made a whole second game with that in mind, but what they did was even better. They used Lucas to give you DLC, and you find out that the Redfield that comes out of the helicopter at the that is Chris Redfield. That's just the way he looks
so they
now.
Really changed him up. Huh?
Yeah, that's the way he looks because of the new engine, right? That RE engine that they're using. So that's just the way he looks now. But that is him, and throughout the story for Not a Hero, he's still working for the what was it, the BSS?
Yep.
And what he is doing, and he's kind of being loaned out by the BSS to Umbrella, and this is an old Umbrella. This is new Umbrella, which is basically made up of like people that people that are sorry for what they did while they were working under the Umbrella Corporation. So they've like kept the name and the logo, and what they're doing is they're going around, they're cleaning this shit up. So that's where Umbrella comes in, and that's pretty cool because dude, there's gonna be a traitor there somewhere, right? There's gonna be someone that's using that good Umbrella Corporation for some evil shit, and that's like I put my money that's gonna be the basis for the next game. So it was really cool, and then like I said, you get to hunt down Lucas Baker, so you get the fun of all those traps because that's what he did, right? He set traps, booby traps. Yep. So, like, all that shit is in there. He's very much like a Jigsaw character. So,
yeah, that's what I was kind of imagining, too.
Right? He'll trap you, like, in a room, and you have to, like, figure that shit out.
Especially when you were playing cards.
Oh, yeah, terrible. But yeah, so that's something that they really expanded on really well. Watch out, guy behind you. So, they just really, they did a good job, and like I said, because Lucas is the boss, and he's not really, like, you know, a mutated monster or anything. He uses his intelligence. It really makes for different gameplay as opposed to, you know, fighting Jack, for instance, you know. But once you get to the end, dude, very satisfying. Like, it cleans things up really well. Like, if you liked Resident Evil 7, then the way this ends and everything gets put back together, you'll love it. You'll love it.
Cool.
So it's great, and like I said, it was completely free. I'm glad I didn't have to pay for any of this shit.
So you got to experience.
So yeah, I got to experience.
Yeah, and then you don't have to miss out on your $20 worth, right?
So yeah, guys. What else? Wildlands. I got to play the Predator
mode.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So I started alone. Okay. No, lies. I started with Chris, and we went in. And you start the mission, and you're on the jungle, and you run into this woman, and she starts telling you about how these fucking cartel folks got fucking murked. And then you like go out into the jungle to investigate, and you find some spines fucking pulled out and like being trophied. You also see like some dudes hanging from trees upside down. And then you finally find a spaceship. And then when you find the spaceship, you see the Predator, and then you guys like start hunting him down. And then you get to a point where that motherfucker turns invisible, and then you have to track him, and then you find him, and then it's like, that's the boss fight. Like, you have to take out the Predator. And he was one sneaky motherfucker, because he would go invisible, like, come right at you, run through you sometimes, like, completely invisible, running right past us. And the most dangerous thing was, he would stand there, and you know that, like, that tri-beam that he has, where he, like, zooms in on you and fucking blows your head off? That was a one-hit kill. Like, that was disgusting. They also use some other stuff, like those badass frisbee blades that he throws at you. So you got to... It was a lot of dodging and hiding behind rocks, is what it was. And then just kind of pinpointing where he was. It was cool when you shot him, like when you spotted him when he was invisible and you'd shoot him. You'd like see the green blood splatter out, so that was like really handy for tracking him because it would like stay on the ground. So was it actually
a Predator, or was the guy wearing a Predator?
No, it was an actual Predator, dude. So once you finally kill this thing, and we started with 2 people. In order to finish it, dude, we had Bicho join in. Once you kill him, dude, he falls back, and then you have to go investigate to see what it was that you guys were shooting at. And then when you see the alien dude, he, like, activates his wrist bomb, and then you have to get the fuck out of there. So it was fucking awesome.
That's cool.
It was very cool. And, yeah, like I said, free DLC for
I did download it, but I never tried it yet.
Damn.
Yeah, so, a lot of fun.
It is downloaded.
A lot of fun. But I will tell you, you might need 3 people to do it. That's the only thing I might tell you right now. We tried to do it with 2. We had like a couple tries. There were a couple times because I had a light machine gun. We were just pumping rounds into this fool, but yeah, it almost seemed like it was doing not much. So he was a little tanky, he was a little spongy, but it was fun. Like I thought it was worth it. Like this motherfucker is from space. Space dudes be spongy. That's all Destiny has taught me.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I got to enjoy those 2 DLCs, and of course, guys, it is January. It's the new year.
So what you telling me?
I'm telling you, you got new free games for PS Plus owners. That's what I'm telling you.
Damn.
I downloaded one of them.
Oh, was it the Telltale Batman game?
Yes.
Oh, nice. I actually started playing that.
1 minute.
I'm probably close to finishing the first episode. Like I've done I've invited Falcone into my house as Bruce Wayne, and
I
you
don't know anything about it yet. I haven't tried. I've been so stuck on this game. It's like I have tried to play other games, and I'm like right back in here.
It's crazy.
Same place.
See,
it's
I
been for
can't help
years.
it.
I did the opposite. I tried to do a little bit of the Dawning, but it was just so I don't know, man.
Disappointing.
I didn't like it. I didn't like the Dawning.
Punish them for it.
So
You know what? What disappointed me was you would do your 5 mayhems, and then you would go do your 5 strikes, and then you get to go see whoever you got to go see, and you get a shader.
yeah,
That
that's what I'm
was
saying.
Awesome.
Like, yeah, the rewards were definitely disappointing.
Very.
I didn't get the sword I wanted. I knew I wasn't gonna get it. I was like, fuck it, I'm not getting it.
Oh, the Zephyr?
Yeah,
Fight again.
Should got it, you know. But
Yeah,
that's
I
all-
got it. I got it a couple times.
That's all that matters.
But
The
I
2
mean, I
seconds.
actually had
Plays
to-
less
I actually
hours
had
than
to-
me, gets what I want. Whatever.
I actually
Play
had to
something else.
buy the Hunter Winter Helmet and the Warlock Winter Helmet because I was getting no armor dropped at all on any kind of Christmas gift or any kind of thing. No armor dropped at all. They wanted you to go buy silver so that you can purchase these things because they were not dropping. Oh, shit.
Damn. Yeah, no, I mean, as far as armor, I did get the cloak, but even then, like, I was excited when I got it, and then I threw it on, and yeah, it was okay. Like, it wasn't terrible, but you know, I just
Yeah, I was disappointed with
I was
this.
a little disappointed. It's got horns, which I mean, I don't know. It just looks a little. Maybe it's the color, but yeah, like I said, I wasn't too excited. I also got the boots. And I got.
Did
that's
you
it.
buy them or did you get them dropped?
No, I got them dropped.
Yeah, see, nothing.
Nothing.
All I got were the same speed, the same sparrows, the same ships, and the same shaders,
Damn.
and the same ghosts. That was it. I got no armor whatsoever, other than the Titan mark or whatever. That's all I would get. You know, it's like the raid all over again. That's all I got. Were class items.
Yeah, so I mean, now that this is over, I'm gonna go back to like focusing on my like Osiris stuff because even that, like, I haven't. I've done the DLC with one character, and I haven't even like I did the story and that was it. I haven't done any like the end game stuff. You know,
Doing the
I mean,
prophecy tablets are pretty fun.
yes, yeah, I haven't done any of that. So
Yeah,
I'm
I did
glad.
that. I got my ghost.
Because the next DLC is until what? March?
Yeah, the ghosts.
Probably
of
late
Mars,
March.
or the gods of Mars.
So I got 2 months. I got time. You know, it's not like this is so time consuming.
Right.
Flash.
So, but yeah, but like I said, the Batman Telltale story, fantastic gal. Saturn, you should definitely download this. I think you would like. As I was playing this, I was like, yo, I was thinking of you.
The Batman one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Telltale. Yep. Have you ever done a Telltale
Yeah,
game?
have you ever played a Telltale game?
Nope.
Oh, it's
They're
awesome.
good.
It's basically like a comic where you get to make the
Oh, wait,
decision
yep.
on what you say.
Okay, sort of. I sort of played a game like that, but there wasn't enough decisions, I think, to make it a Telltale game, but it was Silent Hill Downpour.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah,
Right,
definitely.
yeah, but no, this was more like a comic book, like he said. And
yeah, there's
like The Walking
less
Dead.
action.
There was
more
a lot of
decision
Walking
making.
Dead telltales. There
Yeah,
was
there were.
a
They were
werewolf
good.
one. There was
okay.
Back to the Future one.
Jurassic Park. But yeah, you
Oh
basically
yeah, there was a Jurassic Park. Yeah.
you get to have conversations with people. And I'm gonna make this sound fun, right? You get to have conversations with people with this game, and you get to choose the answer on what you say, and depending on what you respond,
which does affect the game.
yeah, it affects the gameplay. So it is really amazing. I definitely enjoyed it. So I dug a pretty good, like, I was maybe on there for like 2 hours, I want to say. It was just so good, and it's 5 episodes long. They like break it up into episodes, and the decisions that you make at the end of an episode affect how the next episode will go.
Careful, guys. We're playing against a bunch of crouchers.
So to be able to play for 2 hours and not be done with an episode, I'm like, this is a very meaty story. So I'm definitely down with it, and it's a different take on Batman for me. So I'm not hating it yet.
A darker, grittier one?
No,
or?
not even darker, grittier. Maybe a lighter one, I want to say, if anything, because like one of the things that changed that wasn't like it didn't bother me, but also at the same time it didn't sit well. You know, it's like okay horchata.
That's
It was the Penguin and Bruce Wayne like being friends. And then, you know, like, oh, we were buddies growing up, and then you went away because the Cobblepot family, you know, lost all their money. So, I don't know, that was a little weird for me. But whatevs, you know, it's a free game, it's not like I paid for this shit.
Right. Right.
I guess that's what it comes down to. And then the second free game that we got was, they did such a good job. It was
Deus Ex or something like that.
Deus Ex. Yeah, so the new one.
Yeah, let's.
So we definitely got 2 good games, and that's a whole other. I definitely want to get into that, especially after what I've seen. I'm glad they got it as a free game. It was one of those games that you're like, I'll eventually pick it up. You know, you find it on sale for like, you know, $10, brand new somewhere, and you're like, all right, this is like totally worth it.
I mean, how often do you find something $12 in the store that's new?
Right. So the fact that we got it for free was pretty fucking awesome. So yeah, so there's definitely 2 free games for this month, guys, that you can pick up. But yeah, definitely Saturn. Get the Batman one. Like, I think you'll like it. Like, I think you'll like it a lot. And then after this, you might even be hooked on the Telltale games. The
Walking Dead ones are really good.
The Walking Dead ones are really fucking good. I still haven't played the second one. It's sitting on my PS4, and I haven't played it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's in there because it was free like last year at some point. So I got it, but I haven't played it. I want to make a thing of it. I will play it, but I want to make a thing of it. So.
Did you guys notice that there's no challenges in this Crucible?
Well, because they're I did.
No, that's because we're the challenges, man.
We're the challenged.
They seem very challenged. I think I've been able to melee them like several times while you guys kill them, and it's like I think they're getting mad.
So I guess that'll do it, guys, for
video games.
For video games, right? I guess last thing would be that
3 minutes remain.
Monster Hunter is going to have one more beta before it comes out on the 26th, the weekend of the 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st. So it's like a Thursday through Monday. There will be Monster Hunter with new levels. So it's not just the same beta that you got before. I guess they've opened up to more areas that you can you can go on to, and probably a couple of different monsters to hunt instead of the ones that we hunted for the last beta. So I'm definitely excited. Plus, they've also stated that like the first DLC is going to be free. They're going to add like some fucking epic fucking dragons to it. So I'm really fucking excited. Yeah, it's just like and then every time I look at it too, like it just looks better and better. And they're not even emphasizing on the fact that you get a pet kitty, which is really what sold me. So yeah, I'm definitely going to download that and play that because they do the cool thing where if you play the beta and then get the game, you get rewards for playing the beta. So I mean, who doesn't like that shit, right?
It's true.
That makes me feel appreciated as a consumer.
Yeah, because they want you to play the beta so that they can make the game better, and they're gonna thank you for it. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, these guys like to hide, man. Like, I just
that's all they do is they're
special.
crouching.
Damn.
I used my special and got 2 of them at once.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Not to mention, every kill I got from them has been a punch. And if you count my special, it's a staff, so no guns.
No guns.
I think there's some Battlefront 2 updates coming. I don't remember the specific details, but I do remember one that I've been bothered with, and I'm glad they're doing it. Like when you do the multiplayer online, their map rotation sucks. Like the new map from the new Last Jedi, Planet Crate, which is the planet that has all the red dust and shit.
Yeah, the same.
I am so sick of playing that map, and they're going to be fixing the rotation soon, and I'm so glad.
Finally.
Very nice.
They were listening to you, Saturn. They knew.
Which
Yeah.
is
They hear the
what they said they would
complaints.
do, but they're trying to lay low right now. Yeah, they're trying to lay real low, especially with all like the all that attention they're getting politically, you know, for no fucking reason. So, you know, and on top of that, you know, I don't know how Disney feels.
I know the game and the movie is getting like some bullshit.
Yeah, some really heavy shit. Apparently, not a lot of people liking that Last Jedi. They were like, "This is the last Star Wars movie I will ever see."
Yeah, well, not a lot of people like.
I've heard that.
Like,
I've heard that.
very angry people making petitions. Hey, so yeah, so I guess that'll do it for video game news, and then we can segue real nicely and smoothly, thanks to Saturn, to our next segment, which
Our
is
team lost.
You couldn't finish them this time.
By 2.
I thought we were killing it.
By 2. It was tied.
It was overtime. We did
It was overtime.
tied. We did
We did 30
overtime, and
seconds
then
overtime.
we didn't pull it.
Last
Are
2
you kidding
deaths
me? I
at
got
the
13 kills.
I'm doing so good.
I got 13 kills. Okay, they must have sucked a little bit.
I
What is
know
wrong
your
with you guys?
pain. I know your pain.
So yeah, guys, let's go on to our next segment, which has been properly retitled by Saturn, Cinemadness.
Cinemadness.
So
Cinnamon medicine.
Oh, guys, Star Wars, The Last Jedi. We got some pretty good seats, right, babe?
Yeah, they were nice.
They were nice.
I gotta tell you, after watching The Last Jedi for a second time, I'm a lot more confident with all the holes that shocked us the first time.
Did you catch it in 3D?
Yeah, the second time around.
Yes. Okay. Good.
See, first time
So,
around, yeah,
first-
we had reclining seats in 3D. It was a very enjoyable.
Yeah. Especially yes, because you know.
Well, I didn't have the reclining seats.
Yeah,
No, it's all good.
jerks.
No, but the 3D,
the 3D is what's important.
Well, because the Ryan Johnson did a really good job as a director, like especially like in the beginning of the movie when you're on those space scenes.
yeah,
They are really good in 3D. Like that's the only way to see a space battle for me, right? If there are ships, you know, doing dogfights in space, that is the only way. Any dogfight, you know, if it's a good fucking World War II movie with some fucking airplanes that are doing some mad shit in the air, that is the type of stuff that looks best in 3D. And with Star Wars, because they are space battles, so you have the black background with the stars, and then you emphasize the ships, which are basically the lightest thing on the screen. It's gorgeous. It was really,
yeah. You know, in fact,
3D.
the intro scene is one of the scenes that these people are like complaining about. They're ridiculous. They're like, oh, when the bomber's dropping bombs on them, how come they don't float away because they're in space? How are they landing on the ship? And I'm like, it's a fucking movie about spaceships and the Force and lightsabers, and you can't fill in the gaps with your imagination at all. Like, really?
It's true. Can't fill in those
These are
gaps.
stupid complaints, like that I'm hearing. You know?
Well, I feel
Yeah.
it's a complaint that, like, if you really think about it, no. Like, if we're in that time period where we deal with gravity all the time, we have the technology to be able to design shit that isn't just going to float around. Come on
Absolutely.
now. Come on now.
Luke has a robot.
Come on
hand.
now, science. Think about science, okay? We would have the technology. We would have the technology.
Oh, that's the spinoff I want to see. Science Wars.
Hashtag come on science.
Hashtag come on.
Come on, Bill Nye plays a Jedi that's deep into science.
Yo, sold out.
Bill Nye, science officer.
Bill Nye the Science Jedi.
Oh my goodness.
In fact, that would get like Bill Nye like 2 thumbs up from me if he made a show that just like justifies shit in Star Wars. Hey, there's a free guy to kill over here. He's not
Nye,
moving.
a Star Wars story.
He was getting a sandwich or something. I killed him.
Yes.
So guys, yeah, like I had some issues, but none that were like, oh my god, I'm done with Star Wars.
No, just more like
You know.
questions as to you're wondering why certain things happen.
But still, I think the I think it was well made for a Star Wars movie. It was well made. Definitely, I feel like Rian Johnson stepped on some toes that had previously been there before.
I feel like these are, we're just supposed to think that. You know what I mean? I've been getting some confidence, like reading some like interviews with the first guy's name is it Abrams?
Yeah, J.J. Abrams.
J.J. Abrams?
Yeah. I don't know. Just he doesn't seem too worried about any of these shots. In fact, it almost seems like he wants people to think in one direction so that he can come back and just make a fucking hit or something.
Yeah, it could very well be that way. Yeah, like and I know a lot of people like had major complaints. A lot of ones that you've been reading are like the fact that Rey's
Like
parents were
Snoke's,
no one.
Yeah. I
Like
mean,
this is
this is Star Wars. That doesn't happen.
That
I
doesn't
think we all
fly.
know Kylo.
Well, no, I mean it does happen, but the thing I'm saying is like, wasn't Anakin Skywalker just a fucking slave kid on a
Yep.
planet? He was his parents were no one. Like his mom wasn't a Jedi.
No, she literally was just some random woman that like got impregnated by the Force. There was no father.
Midichlorians, bitch.
She was impregnated by the Force.
By
though.
the
I mean,
Force,
like,
son. That's probably...
Midichlorians.
I think that's a little special when your mom gives birth to you through immaculate conception. I'm just saying that's.
I mean,
in
hello,
some
Anakin is
cultures,
Jesus.
Like ours,
Duh.
yeah. To some people, that's Christianity. So that's a Messiah.
So that's
That's exactly what it is.
Damn.
Like just this
That's right, that's
random
right.
like.
Yo, are we getting
A dark
Star Wars
Messiah.
deep here?
Uh-huh.
What?
It's a dark messiah.
Bring balance to the Force.
Bring that balance to the Force.
Chosen one say what?
5 minutes left.
Chosen one.
But yeah, guys, that's it's one of those things that really like like I said, like Saturn said, I feel like JJ's gonna bring it back.
Yeah.
Same. So maybe she will have conceived by the Force as well. I mean, if her parents
In
were
fact,
nobody, if they weren't Jedi, then in a way she kind of was, right? Like if they were just junkers, then she was kind of the same as Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, she's exactly the same.
She's a female
is
Jesus.
Vader. She is Vader.
You know? So, and then that leaves it open to my theory. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
She's the reincarnation of Anakin Skywalker. Duh. That's why you don't see. That's why you never see Anakin Skywalker's Force ghost. Right? Because Kylo Ren is talking to the Darth Vader mask. Why wouldn't Anakin Skywalker Force Ghost come out and be like, "Yo,
right? We saw
don't be
Yoda.
an emo bitch."
Yeah, we
because
saw
I was an
Yoda.
emo
I'm the
bitch,
Force.
and
I'm the Force that impregnated your mother.
So
You know, so when Captain Phasma was one of those characters, like, people were mad that, these characters that were building up just, like, died in stupid ways or something, you know what I mean? And Captain Phasma was one of those characters, after watching it a second time, I'm not entirely convinced she's dead because...
Oh, no, she's coming back. She's coming back. They trash compacted her. She, like, fell through. I'm pretty sure somewhere, like, you'll read a book about it, how Phasma escaped. Disney, that's what they're doing. Disney's gonna make a book about it and make you go buy it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, so Finn and Rose, they were about to get killed when purple hair lady like drove her her ship through their ship hyperspeed, and everyone got jumbled. And then Rose and Finn are like, "Oh, there's a ship, let's go!" And they see Captain Phasma coming at them, and Rose pops a shot off at her. And what happens to Phasma's suit is something that doesn't happen to other stormtroopers.
I know, it reflects right off.
It bounces right off. And
it's made from Emperor Palpatine's
it took
ship.
all of Finn's might to like whack her in the face just to get a tiny ass little hole in her helmet. So I don't think like of the fire killed her. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not. Like, if anything, like, I expect her to come back with like a burned face, because that was like the only part that was exposed. Maybe she lost that eye. I definitely expect
just
that.
a burnt eyeball.
Yeah. So. I definitely see that shit happening, and then that'll make like a pretty cool fight.
She'll come back looking like Daryl Hannah in Kill Bill 2.
Right, there has to be a significance with the eyeball. It's Hollywood. I mean, if there wasn't going to be, I mean, why wouldn't they just throw her into the fire and kill her? They actually showed the eyeball hit for a reason. It looked a little too symbolic.
Yeah, very very set up for a reason, but yeah, and then Snoke's death, that's another thing that people have been like... I know Shug told me too. She's like, what'd you call him?
Snook?
Snook. Emperor
Snoke? I was like, Snoke?
Snark, isn't it? Snark?
Snark.
I was like, Snoke? What is it?
Snoke. Snoke.
I was like, Snoke?
It's like, I felt he died too quick.
He died
There's no
so...
Snoke, there's
I
no
know,
fire.
I looked at you and I was
There's
like...
no Snoke, there's no fire. I wasn't sure who you were talking about. I was like, Hux?
I was like, come on, Supreme Leader. I was like...
Oh, the Supreme Leader.
I was like, Jesus Christ.
Snoke, okay.
Snoke.
All right.
I'm still not convinced he's dead either. I mean, especially how the movie focused on the fact that, like, Luke...
He just died so fast, like...
Oh, he was so strong with the Force, though. You see him fucking toss Hux around through that hologram, and then he fucking lightning fucking Kylo Ren. He bounced some fucking lightning off the floor. He was like a fucking dodgeball. Sends Kylo Ren fucking flying. Like, and then when Rey tried to like pull the lightsaber, and then Snoke made it so it like went around and then bopped her in the back of the head. And
I know, that shit was funny. He was like, no, child, no.
Like, so yeah, definitely. It's one of those things. Like, makes you wonder, because that's all the Emperor wanted when Luke came aboard, right? He like took his lightsaber and he's like, "Oh, I can feel it. You want to take that lightsaber? Now. Do it."
He was mad at her.
Do it. So yeah, it's shit that I don't know, man. Like we said,
I mean,
another character that probably isn't dead.
We pretty much watched a science fiction Macbeth in that situation, but I'm not entirely convinced he's dead. They focus too much on the Force and using the Force to be ghosts after you're dead and stuff. They made that a focus too. So I don't know.
They definitely did, which is a huge thing. When people were like, "Oh, Luke Skywalker's dead." And Shug even said it. She's like, "Oh, I don't know about the way he died. Like, he just disappeared, and then his cape floated away."
I was like, and it was just happy.
Okay, so already I wanted to be like, "It's not a cape, okay? And
Did you even
he
see
didn't die.
Obi-Wan Kenobi's death?
And he didn't die, okay? He just became one with the Force. Okay, like...
Right?
Whatever.
Your gerbil Charlie didn't die, son. He went to a better place. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
But if Gerbil Charlie
no
could come
longer.
back as a Force ghost... Like, if anything, like, I think... I don't know, Saturn, let me ask you. Do you think that Luke was able to do the Force projection before or after Yoda came to him? Like, do you think that's an ability he had before he cut himself out from the Force? Or do you think that's a new ability he learned after Yoda came back again? Because Yoda coming back and then using the Force to bring down lightning and burn that tree down, like, proved that really, like, a Jedi, like, if they become one with the Force, they can't really ever die. Like, that's the only way to become immortal. Because if you can come back, like, not only that, like, Yoda was able to physically, the way Luke was, right? Like, physically, he bopped Luke on the head with his cane. And Luke felt it. Like, that was a solid hit. So it's not like the cane went through his head or something, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, you're fucking immortal as a Jedi.
Never die.
Just become one with the Force. So, technically, fucking Star nerds, Luke isn't dead, okay? Rian Johnson did not kill off Luke Skywalker, okay?
Yeah,
he can easily come back the way Yoda does. Fucking
just tired.
Force Ghost himself and fuck that shit. Like, Force
They didn't-
Ghost
they didn't
versus
just-
non-Force Ghost. Like, who's gonna die? Motherfucker, I'm a ghost. I'm already dead. What are you doing?
You know, I doubt they brought in Yoda just for friggin' like ratings. You know, they had to have brought in Yoda to teach Luke a lesson, and basically, you know, Luke learned what he could do. You know, because Yoda is still teaching, and Luke walked up to the field not as a badass, but I'm copying Yoda. He taught me some shit. You know,
Some shit. Yo, just learned this one. Check it out. They say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Let me show you this one.
This one goes to my dead homie Yoda.
Yoda. Pouring the green milk out for his homies. So,
You know.
so, and we got to see a lot of stuff that we hadn't seen before, like the Force projection. That was pretty fucking cool. Like, that was a completely new trick, you know. I approve. Super approves. And then also
Carrie Fisher's Force push. Yeah.
Oh, Force pull.
Push.
So if you push, at first I had a problem with. Did you when Carrie Fisher used the Force, Princess Leia? When Princess Leia used the Force to save herself.
To save herself, it was a little like weird. I was like, this is a thing? Like this is I'm like, I guess it's a thing. Okay.
Yeah, like I was prepared for her. I was like, this is how she goes.
This is how she goes.
I was like, this
right?
is
I
fitting.
think that's what was weird about it. Was like you're mentally ready for her to go, and then all of a sudden she saves herself, and I'm like, okay, what purpose are you gonna serve now? So it played with my heartstrings a little.
It did play with your heartstrings, and then she lives
I
throughout
know,
the whole movie.
The whole movie.
And now I'm like,
she's going into the next
What's
movie.
gonna happen? What are you gonna do?
I know,
Like-
before Carrie Fisher's Force push, you know, Yoda should have visited her too, hit her in the head like, you can push with the Force, you know, some shit like that.
Yeah, so
It's true.
Now you
She's
tell
had
me.
no like. It seems as if she has had no training, the way that we see everybody else get trained.
So you guys ready
It
for
was
this?
a natural gift.
Apparently,
She is, yeah.
apparently she did do some Jedi training, but you're gonna have to pick up a copy of that book.
Oh, motherfuckers!
Hey, you don't have to do training when adrenaline kicks in, man. Like, you know, people get extra strong. People like do incredible things.
Yeah, no, definitely. But
That was the fastest victory on Earth.
I told you, we are the challenge. They are giving up. Wow, they got one dude.
What the heck?
so
I told you, they backed out. They saw us, Team Axe.
And I got top score. I should screen shoot that.
Gow.
I should screen shoot that. That's different, Gao. You don't want to screen shoot anything. Get some Windex. So,
what is it? Screenshot? Screen shoot? Screenshot?
Screen
I should
grab.
have screenshot that. I should have screenshot that.
Yeah.
I should have skin grabbed that one, man.
So yeah, so definitely some new Force stuff. Yeah, like Snoke is not dead. He was able to he linked Kylo Ren and fucking Rey together through the Force. You know, and it was funny because Kylo Ren is the only one that notices, right? Like Rey doesn't really care. She doesn't question it ever. Kylo Ren is the one who's like, you know, I'm not doing this. You're not doing this. Like, the effort would kill you. He literally says that at one point. So he kind of questions, and then, like, the second time they do their Force connection, you know, he's like, why is the Force bringing us together? And it's not the Force. It's fucking Snoke. And he's manipulating... Because Kylo's feeling some type of way. And then... Snoke is using those feelings, the same thing with Rey, to just draw them out to each other, and then he knows that, like, you know what, Kylo Ren, you know, he's a little bitch, but he does things right. It just needs to go a certain way in order for it to happen.
Yeah. You know, I have a couple of thoughts on that. I'm like, well, first of all, he's trying to train Kylo Ren to be a killer, you know what I mean? He got him to kill his pops, he failed on his mom, but you know, what better way than to get him to kill his own master, right? I mean, that's the way to go. That's pretty much how, you know, Anakin was sort of like going. He was going in that direction. But, and also, like, if at the end of the movie, Luke just reveals that, you know, he wasn't even there. It was just this fucking Force ghost. I mean, who's to say that wasn't, Snoke's Force ghost? He wasn't projecting an image of something that wasn't there, you know?
Right. Snoke was somewhere doing some Jedi meditation, and he was projecting that shit. Also completely possible because we definitely learned that the projection, like, it holds weight, right? Because when Kylo Ren is holding out the dice that came from the Millennium Falcon, after he fights Luke. Technically after Luke is dead, right? Because Luke has died.
Yeah.
And he's holding these dice, and they hold weight because they're physically, like, dangling, and then they disappear. So if anything, that just shows that you can make things, like, physical and let the projection last for quite some time. Which, again, like I said, it would be genius, because it seems like something that it's like, oh man.
My gosh.
Oh, it's a new thing.
I literally punched two dudes in the face at the same time and killed them both. I am downloading that.
Good job, son.
Damn.
I don't want to burst your bubble there. I shot him with a rocket.
Did you really?
Yeah. But you can screenshot that anyway.
But you can still screen that.
Show me the
Yeah, go ahead and
footage.
save it. Go ahead and save it, and then you'll see. You'll
show
go to
me the
punch him, and you'll
footage.
see
Don't
this
crush me
rocket
like
come in.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
So
I
definitely,
grabbed the heavy that was on the bridge, and I shot that guy standing there.
so definitely, definitely some new force powers. That I feel, I know a lot of people were like, oh man, that was just kind of thrown in there. It's not even that cool. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like, when you think about it, like, the force projection has always been around. Like, your after death force ghost happens, so why not be able to project yourself? If you really know about Star Wars, then you know about battle meditations, which is something that they used to use during, like, Jedi Sith battles, where you would just sit there and meditate, but you would be able to project yourself or do other things like heal people and stuff. So I think there's...
You know, I think we really just need to give people something they've been complaining about for a long time, and it was still something I thought about even after I left The Last Jedi. You know, people were upset with Rogue One because there wasn't enough Jedi shit, and you know what I mean? And like,
What?
people really want a good Jedi movie, and The Last Jedi still didn't have any really cool like fighting. You know what I mean? Like I've seen underground people do
It's true.
lightsaber battles a million times better. I could probably do a really cool one.
It's
you know
true.
What I mean?
That is the one thing that was disappointing. I feel like that has definitely been toned down. When you
Yeah,
think
when
of
you-
like the prequels had like that's the one thing that like George Lucas rebuilt himself on that I think was amazing because the first trilogy had a lot of that old school sword battle, which is what basically you learned when you were like went to acting school. You learned that basic sword fight, so that's the shit that they would use. And then once you started doing the prequels, we went into the era of the Jedi, and when the Jedi were at their peak. So you got all those cool fucking choreographed moves, and I did like the battle between Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, and the Maul. Like it's one of the best battles. And then skip forward to Revenge of the Sith. The battle between Anakin and Obi-Wan on fucking Mustafar was fucking awesome. And also the battle between Sidious and Yoda. In the fucking what is it? The Senate chamber. Like that is fucking awesome. So yeah, it definitely has come down.
Yeah, I mean, like, we just need, like, a movie that takes place maybe in the Old Republic, and it's just a bunch of Jedi training for something, and we get to see some real cool Jedi fight, Jedi-centric stuff, you know what I mean? I think we need to get that out of our system, like, some stuff that explains different Force talents and like, catches us, gets us up to speed a little bit.
Yeah.
People are just itching for a freaking lightsaber movie, and what are we getting again? Like a Han Solo movie. There's, like, 10 or 11 Star Wars movies, and Episode 1 with Darth Maul is still the best fight scene, and that's the most hated one, so, like...
Yeah, so I...
Just
yeah,
goes to show you
definitely
can't
agree.
please everybody.
Yeah.
Nope.
3 minutes.
But,
Somebody's going to find something to complain about something.
it's true. But yeah, guys, I mean, I guess, I don't know, I liked it. Like, out of 10, Last Jedi for me was an 8. Who knows? Maybe after the next one comes out, like, I'll be like, oh, you know what? It set this one up so well. Fucking 9.
Right.
Definitely. I could definitely see that happening. But if it does in the movie, it was a solid 8. It was a great Star Wars movie. I got everything that I wanted when, like, my checklist for stuff that I wanted in a Star Wars movie was checked off. Okay? I got epic space battles. Check. I got to learn more about the Jedi. Check. Alright. I got to see lightsaber battles. Check. Sure, they weren't the best, but I got it. Okay.
Yep.
Alright. I got a pretty good story. Check. Story was entertaining. Alright. And I got a good mix of... male and female parts. Like, there are movies where I feel like the female aspect is just, like, pushed too much, almost thrown in your face for no apparent reason. Where in this Star Wars movie, I was like, yeah, no, that makes sense. Like, so I'll give you, like, a perfectly good example right now. How did you feel, Sug, about Poe not trusting Admiral Hoen and overthrowing
It made
her?
me mad.
It did make you mad. So, and that's her. And then I was watching it and I was like, yeah, Poe, you know what you're doing. So
I knew that he knew what he was doing, but it was still the fact that he didn't trust her that I was like, yo. I was like, you gotta trust her. I was like, but he would argue with Leia the same way. And I'm like, that's just who you are. Fucking, this is who you are.
So it was.
I got it.
So yeah. So and then you know, and
it's
then
okay. We all felt stupid at the end, and by we all I meant the dudes.
the
who were
dudes,
like,
the dudes, all
Right?
the dudes.
Oh.
Because you were all like, yeah, this is what we need to do, and I'm like I was a little worried too, but I'm like, she's got to have a plan. I was like, Leia always has a plan. I was like, and this bitch knows what's up. And just like that, he comes in and he was like, oh, so you're doing this and you're doing this, and I was like, damn, you salty motherfucker. I was like,
I know, and what, you're fucking fueling up the transport pods, and he like...
Yeah, and she did exactly what she should have done. She was like, you know what? I'm not going to tell this motherfucker. He's just going to learn on his own, and I'm going to prove you motherfucker wrong. I was like,
So, yeah.
But I think we all know it would have saved a ton of time if she was just like, listen, Paul, because she knows.
No, it would have saved a ton of time if you were to just listen and trust.
I reckon. Whatever.
Oh, no, it was funny. It definitely was. Like, I
I don't think
liked.
that's teamwork showed.
What are you talking about? Teamwork is trust. That's exactly what teamwork is. Trust.
The falling game. Catch me. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. Like, I don't think there was any one pool one way. I think both
Word.
I think both Rey and Kylo Ren are interesting characters. They both have pretty good arcs in this movie, you know. And same thing with like I think that's what I feel works. Why it works so well is every female counterpart has a male counterpart, right? Mm-hmm. Like when you think about Kylo Ren, you think about Rey, you think about Luke, you think about Leia. Mm-hmm. You know, think about Finn, you think about Rose. Mm-hmm. So you know that's there, and it does. It's a well balanced.
Right?
Oh, balance. So yeah. So I mean, like I said, my checklist was complete. You know, I enjoyed the movie thoroughly. Like I really did. So, so there you have it, guys. I mean, it's all good. It's all good in
You know, with all
Star
these
Wars land for me.
with all these characters dying and with new characters coming in, I feel like we're probably going to see like the death of C-3PO or R2-D2 soon or something. That's going to be depressing. That's going to be the most depressing.
What do you like? No, they can't die.
They can't. I mean,
they could. Yes, their parts could be disassembled, but I mean, they're machine. So in the end, like
they just get decommissioned.
Yeah, they would
turned
get
into sleeper
decommissioned.
bots.
Yeah, and something would happen, or we would like.
But can you hold territory?
I could see them retiring.
It's
yes.
like you know too much. Shut off.
shut it off.
Permanent shut off.
Wipe those droids' memories. Spoiler alert, that happens in Revenge of the Sith. Anyway, yeah, so I mean...
What if, you know, you said Rey is Anakin's reincarnation, and she suddenly gets, like, this image of making C-3PO, and she knows how to destroy him?
Yeah, that'll be the plot. So... That's why Disney isn't hiring us. God, I guess that'll do it. What else do we have here for the... I guess that'll do it.
Well, there was I can't remember the name of the movie, but there's a new movie coming out, like Machine Wars, or it's by the people that did like Mad Max meets Transformers.
You're talking
that?
about that one where after this apocalypse, people transfer their city on wheels. It's like a giant city that's moving.
What is that?
I don't know. That looks great, though. I forgot.
That does look really good. I can't. That's like Mecha
They said
Wars.
They said it was a mix between Mad Max and Howl's Moving Castle.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Does anybody know the name of that?
No.
I saw it on Facebook.
It looks amazing.
Does it? Huh.
Yeah, I mean, it's like this city on wheels cruising across the land, and like these big giant cables and hooks come out of it, and it hooks onto another city and pulls it in, or so. It's just crazy.
It looks amazing.
Weird.
The graphics are on point.
Not sure. But hey, I mean, I guess it might something that might pop up in for next week. But what is rumored? What is rumored for this week, guys, is we might be getting the
Enemy has your zone.
the Solo trailer.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We're excited for that.
nice.
Yeah. So I mean, that'll definitely be. I don't know. You know, the Lego figures have basically confirmed that there will be a Millennium Falcon in the movie.
Huh.
I don't know. What do you guys like? What do you? I don't even know what to think. Like, I'll go see it. You know, it's a Star Wars movie.
I'm
I don't know
thinking
what
it's
to
gonna
think
be cool.
I
I'm thinking
won't-
it's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Disney's already predicted it might flop. I mean, they did something that ruins a lot of movies. They switched directors, right? The first directors were the guys who made 21 Jump Street,
Right.
right?
And
And then they've got these actors like Donald Glover who know how to improv very well, you know, and and it started turning into a comedy, and I think Disney wanted more of an adventure film, so they like got a new director, and we all know how that works, you know.
Yeah.
What? I don't know what you're talking
Justice
about. That's
League.
the best idea ever.
Justice League.
Hunters like blaze a
I don't even want to blame Whedon for any of Justice League. I just want to pretend he wasn't there.
Well, I mean, we could blame a little. I mean, no, we blame the company. They're like, oh, this guy's daughter died, so we're gonna bring in our competition to direct the rest of the movie. Like,
Well,
with
I mean,
Avengers coming out.
once when
Zone A captured.
Justice League came out and it didn't do so hot, Jeff Jones was kind of replaced too. Like, he's still an advisor, but they brought someone else on to basically head all the DC movies. So, and the person they brought in, like, I didn't feel was very, you know, that qualified for the job.
Right.
So, I think she had like a couple of movies under her belt, but they weren't really like, I wouldn't associate them with anything like DC would ever put out, which was weird for me.
Makes no sense.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
B captured.
Walter Hamda. So it's a dude. I thought it was a chick. Walter Hamda is the new president
Chick
of
named
production. Yeah. Well, I remember Hamda, so I wasn't sure if that was her first name or last name. But Walter Hamda is now president of production of DC movies, and he has worked on previous projects like It and The Conjuring. So to have someone who has worked on horror movies come to work on DC in the DC movie universe, which is already for me a dark place. So what are we gonna do now? Batman's gonna start sucking blood? Like,
Well, he has done that before. He was a vampire. He fought Dracula.
he did fight Dracula. But listen,
There is a Batman. There is a vampire universe.
so you
With all
think
the
that
DC characters.
you think that's what's happening? That's it. We're just gonna step into that universe. They're like, fuck
That
it,
would
we
be
ruined
fucking
this
awesome.
one.
Oh, come on.
Pull a Rick and Morty. We ruined this universe. It's time to go to a new one. So, guys, I think that does it. I think that'll do it. And then what is it? 2 weeks, and we'll get new Walking Dead. Right?
Yep.
2
Yep.
weeks, and then the return of the Walking Dead, and our most favorite
Yep.
segment, the Walking Filler.
Yes, the walking.
So guys, I guess that'll do it for this week. Let's go ahead and say bye-bye.
Bye.
I was trying to hit sugar. My bad.
So let's do plugs before we get out of here. I want that Sugah shell. I need to get that. Guys,
Finish your prophecy tablets.
Gazi, where can people find you?
Find me on Facebook, Dave Jersey, Plattsburgh, New York.
That's a power play.
Pick a photo
Now
in my photo albums and enjoy some lyrics.
Pick a photo, get some
And on
lyrics.
Twitter at DJJGao
Zone A lost.
and in here.
And in here,
If
in
you
Destiny.
anybody to shoot,
It's the
I'm
only
right
fucking
there.
video game I play ever.
Ever,
It is.
all
I
the
can't
time.
help it. I
All the
can't
time.
help it,
I'm
man.
always on,
It's-
guys. I'm always on.
It's my new Killzone Free. I can't help it.
Zone C.
Saturn, where can people find you?
Instagram, the Dom 1945, Facebook, Life on Saturn, Twitter, the Dom 1945, and YouTube, Life on Saturn, LOS.
LOS. Shuggy Shug, where can people find you?
People can find the show at Sugar Tits on Twitter, on the Twitter, and Adela Red on Instagram.
Hey.
Hey, that's what's up. That's it. Not a lot. Not a lot. But we don't need a lot.
What'd you call me?
I'm Soopkichen. It's SOOPKICHEN. You guys can find me here on Twitch. I thought about streaming that Batman. I might stream that Batman.
Damn.
Kind of want to do that.
Are you
So
gonna do the?
oh, I should. I'll have Saturn do it for me while I'm playing. So yeah, guys, and then of course you can find previous episodes of Waking Up with Soup and Sugar on YouTube at Soopkichen. You can also find some other stuff on there, some previous playthroughs, which I should probably get back to. Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens. I need to finish that because I started playing it, and then I started doing a walkthrough, and I was having problems with
You taking us to the tower?
yeah. I was having problems with the uploading of the videos because Disney's a bitch. They're like, hey, you're using our music. I'm like, hey, I'm playing your game. How can I not use your music? Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna get back on that horse because I really want to finish the game, and I really want to finish the series because I started a walkthrough, and to have it just like halfway is stupid.
Where did you get this music message?
From YouTube.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say because on Facebook and Instagram they won't let me post anything that has other people's music in the background, which they've deleted posts from me, and they've deleted some of my previous posts. Which, you know how I set up my Instagram, I post 3 at a time so that an image pops up, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They like ruined a ton of my images, but yeah, so that's a lot of social media that's doing it right now, and it's a little annoying because if I'm at a fucking barbecue and Leonard Skinner is in the background, they're gonna be like, you can't post this video because Leonard Skinner's in the background, you don't own the rights. It's like kind of annoying a little bit.
It really is. But you could definitely find other stuff like my Resident Evil 7 playthrough. I didn't do any. I didn't do any. Well, I did stream it, but I didn't clip any of the
Yes.
any of the Resident Evil DLCs. So unfortunately, that is enough. But you guys can see my playthrough of the original game, Resident Evil 7, also up on there, as well as some other stuff. You guys can also find me on Twitter, Instagram. I think that's it. That'll do it. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. However it is that you tune in, whether it's live here on Twitch or later on YouTube, we appreciate the support. We'll be back next week. We'll be back on our regular schedule, guys. Thank you for letting us take 2 weeks here to enjoy life,
The holidays.
the holidays,
Life.
and
Yes.
yeah, definitely felt good. Felt good tonight to take a little break. A little break where everyone's together as opposed to a break where it's a break because you have to break. Guys, we'll catch you next week. We'll see what's up. Maybe we'll see Star Wars again and talk about it some more.
Hell yeah.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.